guys. Yeah. So for today's lab session, it's going to be very short. So you hit F on your keyboard to create a frame. If you feel that is, if you can't memorize that, you just hit this button. So if you have already added your names and ID to the Figma file, that is perfect. You don't have to stress. But I was referring to those who haven't yet added their names and IDs. Okay. So you click on this button and then you click on frame. And then I want you to select presentation. And then I want you to select slide 16 by 9. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys how the assignment I gave you is going to be relevant. The contrast, uh, the exposure and stuff like that. So when you have this over here, you hit T on your keyboard. You hit T on your keyboard, then you type something like "Hello, I am a designer." It comes with a comma. Wait. So and then you hit T again for typing a new text. But for this, I'm going to reduce the size to, let's say, 14. Yeah, and I'm going to type just a random something. I am aspiring to be a senior designer in the next 3 months. Okay, and then you reduce your font to something like regular. Okay. So when I'm done, I'm going to point to you guys how relevant the contrast and then the exposure and what I made you guys design. These ones, the hierarchy, the alignment, the contrast. So I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yeah. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alignment, hierarchy, contrast, and then emphasis. So let me quickly write them down. Alignment, hierarchy, contrast, emphasis. Write them down over here. Um, Alignment, hierarchy, contrast, emphasis. So, hello, I'm a designer. I'm aspiring to be a designer in the next 3 months. Good. And then I'm going to create a frame. I'm sure now you guys know how to create a frame. So you hit F on your keyboard, F on your keyboard, and then you draw a frame on your artboard. Okay. Uh, I'm going to I'm going to fill this frame with an image. You'll be taught in your lab three, so don't worry if you don't know how to do that now. Flash to load. Then, so you can type any keyword, black, young man. So look for any image that we feel is befitting of our design. Uh, guys are not black. Okay, hold on. Let me look for black man. Yeah. So you fill this, and then so I'm going to color this the designer with a different color. So what I do is I double click on this layer. I select the this text designer, and then you go to where I showed you guys how to color this. Okay, and then instead of me probably selecting any color, I want it to match the image I have used over here. So I click on this and then I select any part of this color. Okay, so we have something like, hello, I am a designer. Yes, perfect. Good. So I want you guys to hold on. Let me type something else. University. Excuse my typing. So I want you guys to tell me what is wrong with what I have highlighted over here. Which design principle do you think I am violating? I don't know if you can type it in the chat section, but yeah. When I select this one, which design principle do you think perfect, Ebenezer? Exactly. So you can clearly see that the text on my artboard are not aligned. So what do you think I have to do to align them? You go to your alignment tab over here, and then you hit on left align because I want them to be aligned to the left. If you feel you want them to be aligned to the right, probably it's a new trend you want to bring to the market. That's great. You wouldn't, I mean, but please be careful when you're adapting to trends. So you align to the left, you can center align them, whatever you want to do. Okay. So aside alignment, okay, which other design principle do you feel I have employed in my hero section? When you go back to watch the alignment principles, which of the design principles do you think I have employed? We set out to employ alignment, hierarchy, contrast, and then emphasis. Good. Michael Otu. No. Hold on. Let me go. Yes. So I'm talking about this section. This section. This one. Exactly. Hierarchy. Hierarchy in the sense that come let me admit you guys. Hierarchy in the sense that the elements on my artboard have been arranged in a way that when someone should land on this page, the first thing is going to see, the first thing the person is going to see, or the first layer or item that the person's eye is going to land on is hello, I'm a designer. Why? Because I have clearly scaled it to a large size that every other text on the page becomes secondary. Okay, so then if someone should land on this page, the first thing is going to say is hello, I'm a designer. Before he comes to read, I'm aspiring to be a blah blah blah. So then whenever you are designing, right, these are certain principles you can employ. If there's an information on your landing page or your website that you want to draw a user's attention to, one of the key principles to employ is hierarchy. So you clearly scale what you want to stand out or be relevant on your website. You scale it up probably much larger than the other elements on your artboard. So even with this, right, I'm going to do something over here as well. So we can scale this one up by hitting K on our keyboard. You scale it up, and then you reduce the size of this one to less 12. Okay. So then you can see for your assignment, I made you guys draw shapes and just so you can grasp the concept. But then in actual sense, when you are designing, yes, you may be drawing shapes, but employing the hierarchy principle, you may not have to be drawing rectangles for your clients. You'll be employing it in your images, in your text, and stuff like that on your artboards. Okay.